Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Angela. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Before I get started, I want to go over my disclaimers. If you are in immediate danger, please call 911, or you can reach out to the domestic hotline at 800-799-SAFE, 800-799-7233. And for mental health resources, reach out to NAMI at 800-950-NAMI. 800-950-6264. You can also text at 741741. And for additional resources, reach out to the National Suicide Hotline at 988. You can text or call that number. With that being said, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. So today I want to talk to you about why a narcissist would even offer an apology. So first of all, I want you to understand that it's not sincere and it's fake, and it's something that they like to try out every now and then. But have you ever been apologized to from a narcissist? And if you have, there's a certain few signs that I want you to recognize. They never make eye contact. They never look at you straight in your eye. They look away, or they even drop their head and start crying. So they are never going to sincerely try to make you feel comforted when they apologize to you, because the apology is really not about you. It's about them. And they'll do this just to get back in your good graces, and they know how to charm you with all the right words. But I want you to understand that it's not real. It's fake, and it's whatever they can say to make you stay in their presence, because we all know that they want what you have, and that's the light. They want that light, and they don't know how to sit down and self-heal so they can have the light. Like I've always said, that I believe, this is my belief, that spirit or God can change anyone, but you have to be willing to make that effort. You have to come and put it all on the table so that you can heal from it. And I just want to give you all a story time. So I was at work, and we have to go to this training every so often. So it's once a month. And they're talking about the culture of the world and the racism and things of that nature. So I don't have a problem with the topics, but what I have a problem with is sitting in a room full of people who are not willing to change. And we go through these exercises, and by the end of the day, because we're there for the whole 8 hours, so by the end of the day, you feel emotional drained and depleted, and it's just too much. So this last class, they gave us the opportunity to opt out, because a lot of people just wasn't participating, and I was one of them. They walk around and they ask questions, and it was like a game. And my thing is, I'm all about trying to protect my energy no matter where I'm at, and I don't like to get depleted when things are not being fixed. So we would sit around and talk about things, and you have people that are so unaware of what's going on, and they just didn't realize it because they're privileged, and the whole 9 yards. So it came to a point where they said during this last class that they were going to give you the option to opt out. So of course I was going to opt out. It was the way that it was done, so it was almost, the way I look at it, was narcissistic. So they decided the proper way to have somebody opt out is to send around a form and have them sign it, and just pick it up later without letting everyone know who is opting out. But as for me, it didn't bother me, because however they wanted to do it, I just know that day was going to be my last day. So what they did was they had everyone stand up, and they said, so everyone who still wants to come to this and participate, move over. So it's probably like 10 minutes before we're getting ready to leave for the day. They said, move over to this side of the room. So you could see how everybody just walked over to that side. And because I was in tune and I was listening, even though I was tired, I had made up my mind earlier in the day. So I stayed. And so it was it was maybe about 60 people. And out of 60 people, I was the only one that decided I didn't want to go. It was three of us that didn't want to go again, but they had moved over to the side, so it just looks like it was me that didn't want to attend. And so, after that, I mean, it didn't bother me, and they kept saying, well, you can always come. And it was almost like they're trying to persuade me to come, and they said, anybody have anything to say on either side? And so I'm just looking, and they said, anybody wants to say anything? And I shook my head, no. And the other people were all just like worn out, so no one said anything. So anyway, the next few days, my supervisor comes up to me and he says to me, I just didn't like the way that they singled you out. And I'm going to talk to them about this. He said, because truly it is your choice if you decide you don't want to go. And he said, so how do you feel about it? And I said, well, it felt like a sales pitch. I said, and I just had already made up my mind, and I said, I have free will. I said, and I know how to not follow the herd. And then he said, oh, I like that. So anyway, he decides to bring it out to everyone in the meeting. And just as I thought, people who had moved over to that side were so tired and so beaten down to where they just followed the crowd. Because one young man in my unit said, by the end of the day, I was so tired, he said, and when they said everybody that wants to attend, go to this side, he said, I wasn't even really paying attention. He said, I just moved along with the crowd. And he said, but I just didn't like the way that, he said, you feel so beaten and drained by the end of the day. And he said, and even though it's 1 month, it's 1 day a month, he said, it messes up my whole week. And so I told that story to say, it's just like being in a relationship with a narcissist. They beat you down, they drain you, and it's not a physical attack, but it's the way that they talk to you, it's the way they make you feel. So you're going through this, can you imagine every day of your life with somebody who's draining you? So by the end of the month, you feel like you have nothing to give, and that's true. It's because they have taken everything away from you. And then they want to come back and apologize for their behavior for the whole month, or for the 6 months, or the whole year that you've spent with them, just so they can do it all again. So I want you to keep that in mind. The apology is fake. And if they're coming to you because you're no longer involved with them, I would suggest that you continue to block them. Don't have any contact with them and leave them alone. And the best thing you can do for them is pray for them, But then again, don't waste your time praying for somebody who could care less on how to heal. So if you know someone that's going through this, please share this video. If you're going through it, watch it as many times as you need to. And I will see you again tomorrow. Thank you for watching.